Hey everybody, Edo here, and this is Agricola by Uwe Rosenberg, and sorry if I mispronounced that name, and published by Mayfair Games. I've been playing this game at conventions and with friends for a long time now. I didn't have a copy of my own, and recently they released this deluxe rework set, which has a nice balance of the expansion cards and things like that within it, as well as all wooden meeples that are, all shaped like the animals, like the sheep and the pig and all the different animals in the game. I thought a lot about how I wanted to do this review. I'm not going to teach you how to play this game, okay? This is not the show for that. And I also, Agricola is an amazing, outstanding game. I highly if you care about board games, if you are in the board game scene, even if you came in through the casual side, you really should sit down and play Agricola. What I recommend is that you don't sit down and play it on your own the first time. Save yourself. This is like 5 pounds of game in my hand. I'll open it, right? But, it is just tons and tons of stuff. This is a heavy, it's not a heavyweight game, but for if you're playing Ticket to Ride and New York 1901 and even Carcassonne or Catan or any of those other mega games, this is way heavier. So what I recommend you do is you go to a con or a game store or a friend's house and play it with somebody who can teach you how to play. That's going to help a lot. Trying to figure out how to play this game and work through its complexities on your own, given the theme of farming and, it begs to be easier to get into, but it's not. And doing it with and playing it with another player really is going to make a difference. There's a mobile app I really enjoy, but playing the mobile app really doesn't prepare you to play the game in the box. It's the same games, but there's so much board management and things that you need to do in this game. But other than recommending it, every time I play Agricola, it reminds me of another game. And it reminds me of this game, Tokaido. This is an odd juxtaposition, right? Tokaido and Agricola, in many ways, are in no way alike. They are in no way alike. Tokaido is this game about a journey that you're on and not rushing it and not feeling like you have to be the first player and taking it slow, taking it easy, really limited choices. Agricola is like the polar opposite in that it is a game where there is a lot of pressure on you. It's worker placement. You have a farm. You have hungry family members. You need to build it and grow. There's limited spots where people can go, and there's just this dynamic pressure on you as a player from the environment of the game, the need to feed your people, as well as limited choices and other players taking your choices. There is so much internal pressure on you in Agricola. It's just so different than Tokaido. But for me, the reason I pick up both of these games, and this would be the easier one to just play for the first time, but the reason I pick up both of them is, to me, this just is the epitome of a game that makes you think and experience life. They both transcend. When you play Agricola, you play this game where you're forced. You could do anything. You could have sheep or farm or grow wheat, or you could, be a heavy fisher, or you could grow your family or not grow your family. 5 kids, 0 kid, tell 5 people, 2 people. You can, play with all of their action and skill cards and everything in Agricola and go in all these different directions. But you just can't do all of it. You're constantly in this game forced to come to terms with the reality that you can't do everything and you have to feed your family. And you have to think about how you're going to do it. You're like, wow, this must have been, it brings you into that idea of of not being able to do things and things taking time and challenges and risks of life. Where Tokaido gives actually that same sort of second experience, but in this case it's about this journey and self-discovery and taking your time. Both these games elevate to a level that most games don't. Play through Agricola, you could play this game 100 times and be like, oh, that was new, that's different. I mean, it's a really powerful experience. It's just not easy and quick to learn and get into. And the other thing is, it's also a game where you're gonna not do well your first time. You're just not. You went to a farm for your first time, you tried to do well, you wouldn't. Tokaido, you can't. This one, you gotta devote some time and effort and interest into getting into this, but it is real and rewarding. So I think that's all I gotta say. And this is a great version. So if you know you like this game and you don't have a copy, get this latest version. If you don't and haven't played or whatever, go find a way to play it. Really, I think it'll be great. So anyway, subscribe, share, and play some great games like both of these games are. Thanks.